All right, so on the menu today we have this really wonderful flatbread pizza with these little specialty cherry tomatoes that I got from Trader Joe's. Cool little product. A little garden pesto, stracciatella mozzarella cheese, which is something I am very, very addicted to as of lately. All cooked in a pizza oven for that wonderful charred, bubbly presentation. So let's get into this recipe. All right, so first up is the dough. You can make this in an electric mixer if you have one, but I'm gonna show you guys just how to whip it up without that. A little warm water, dry active yeast. You could use active yeast if you guys have access to that or easy access to it. Brown sugar, that'll get the yeast really active. Olive oil, and then bread flour. Good gluten content, makes for a nice stretchy, chewy dough. Add some salt, and then give this a mix until it all kind of comes together. All right, flour, and we're just gonna knead it all together. It should be pretty soft still. Normally this would be about 2 to 3 minutes on low speed in a stand mixer, and then another 5 to 7 minutes on medium to get the gluten development. But it takes about 15 minutes of kneading to get where you want. All right, put that off to the side. Put a tray out, a little bit of olive oil on the bottom. And then I'm gonna divide this in 3, roughly. And then we're just gonna make these little dough balls, just like so. Put that right on that tray. All right. Make sure they have olive oil on the bottom of them and the top. Make sure they're coated so when they proof, they don't crack or dry out. And then we're gonna cover them with some plastic and let them double in size. All right, put that down, let that proof for about 20 to 30 minutes. They'll double in size. I'll reform them and then I'll let them proof for another 30 minutes and then that'll be ready to bake. But for the time being, I'm gonna make my little garden pesto with some herbs I have growing in the background. So we pick those and I get that started. Basil, thyme, and a little rosemary. It's be like a hearty pesto. It's gonna give this a good chop. Now this is just a really simple pesto. You're not doing any mortar and pestle. You're not gonna blend this. It's not gonna be this crazy vibrant green thing. It's just a nice little garden pesto. Just chop it up real good, especially the hearty herbs because they're a little woody. Pine nuts as well. And we're just gonna do herbs and the pine nuts. I'm going no garlic with this. I'm gonna keep it pretty simple. Nothing, you know, just too much. Good glug of olive oil. Parmesan. And then give this a good mix. Beautiful. Okay, donezo. Oh yeah, okay. So these have doubled. I've punched them down and then let them double again. And this is what you're left with. Beautiful, plump, shiny, supple pizza dough. All right, so I'm gonna take one of these dough balls, do a little cornmeal and flour dusting on the bottom. That's my preferred mix. And I'm gonna make sure this is nice and coated on the bottom. A little bit of flour on the top because I'm actually gonna roll this out. I'm gonna violate the pizza dough idea and roll it because this is a flatbread, not a pizza. Kinda, you can over roll it just a smidge because it wants to shrink back. A little bit of the pesto on the bottom, all the way from edge to edge. And then of course we have these beautiful tomatoes. And we're just gonna put them on whole, just like that. These are gonna blister up, get super duper sweet. Is this Stracciatella cheese. Just incredible. Basically just the middle of burrata cheese without the case, that mozzarella casing. I'm gonna bake this in the pizza oven for about 3 to 4 minutes. Do a little Italian seasoning right over the top. Yeah, holy smokes. All right, bon appetit, guys. This looks fan-freaking-tastic. Dive in. Ooh. Mmm. Hello. Just simple things done right, you know? Burrata would work perfectly with this if you guys don't have access to stracciatella. It's something that I've noticed that is becoming more available at Trader Joe's. But burrata is just everywhere. So if you don't have the stracciatella, you could use the burrata. Cherry tomatoes will work. These are very special tomatoes. They're called Hirro tomatoes, or scarlet reds, and just a really simple way of presenting simple ingredients. Wow, that was a very special recipe. I definitely recommend you guys trying it out, sharing it with your friends and family. If you guys did enjoy the recipe, make sure you subscribe to my channel, like this video, drop a comment if you guys want to see more videos like this, and I will see you guys next time with another recipe. Later, folks. Ooh, good stuff.